I'm on mute. Goofy me. So I was saying each live stream gets better and better, right? Hopefully I can top yesterday's as far as entertainment value. But some of you think I'm late, but I didn't actually set a time. Just like to have some of you waiting in the queue. You know, that makes things better. You know, when you've got more people on early. So what I was going to talk about today was Nvidia stock, because Nvidia stock keeps running up and up and up, and it makes me regret more and more selling those call options back in February. So we'll look at Nvidia stock and we'll talk about how that bodes for the NVDY ETF, one of our favorite, our newest YieldMax ETF. So let's see what we got here. I guess I'll stick to the familiar sites that you all know what they are. Let's see now. Should be no surprise. So, okay, Yahoo Finance, surprise, surprise, right? So, Nvidia has been really kicking butt this week, and also NVDY is going up too, based on the performance of the stock. It almost seems like it should be up even more. In all reality. So we were up another $15 a share today in Nvidia, and okay, we got 3 of you on. So we were up another $15 a share today, or 5% approximately. We're up again another $2. So I haven't seen stocks perform like this since like 2021, honestly. Stupidly, I got out of my call options when it was like 238, and it's almost $100 higher than where it was. But you'll notice the PE ratio is pretty insane. I think we're at like a 181 right now. So we could be going back to some of these insane valuations that we've seen in the past. And but I don't know how far it's going to keep running. So we'll see. We'll see. Because eventually there could be a crash in this. But right now, I mean, earnings are coming up, like the earnings are like a week away, and the stock just keeps going. So we could be in for a big boom or bust when earnings come. And what did Andre Vial say here? Hi, how are you doing? Plus $1.72 after market for Nvidia. I'm not sure. Did you mean a decimal point instead of a comma? Looks like you got the European style dollar sign behind the money. So actually on the screen here, we're up $1.92 in the after hours, or 0.61%. So that's pretty good. Oh, different sources have different information. Imagine that. Google shows that, but Yahoo shows that. Are you too late, Damon Rydell? No, but apparently I was late. You mean late to the Nvidia party? I don't know. Maybe I should have got into this one. But you see that insane PE ratio? That's definitely cause for concern. So we're already up since this fund debuted. What's it, like 6 days old, 6 business days old now? We're already up 7.44%. So really kicking butt in the NVDY. Yeah, and those call options, Tell me why I shouldn't buy more TLTW tomorrow. I would tell you shouldn't buy more TLTW tomorrow because I said so. I don't give recommendations here, as you know. But yeah, we do need to look into that one. We're certainly overdue for looking into TLTW. But let me get Nvidia out of the way first here. First things first, right? All right. So Nvidia stock keeps running up on a tear. One of the prettiest stock charts that you'll ever see. Pretty much a straight line up. That's what we like to see. Haven't seen smooth price appreciation like this since probably 2020 or 2021. Been a while. But, the metrics here will tell you it's overvalued. Has almost $1 trillion market cap. Beta twice as risky as the overall market. PE ratio is insane. This reminds me of, like I said, some of the insane valuations that we've seen with tech stocks in the past. Volume, it's definitely heavily traded. Earnings are coming May 24th. The analysts predict it to be a little higher than last quarter. So, like I say, we're set up for either a boom or a bust. Now, long term, I'm definitely bullish on Nvidia, but we're probably going to see at some point. I think it should fall. Now let's just pull up NVDY here just to go over how this one's doing. I already pulled it up on my phone, but wow, look at this. Tomorrow we're up $1.06 or 5%. This one really, this might have been the one to get, and I can't wait to see what this dividend's going to be. But how long is it sustainable? That's the real question, right? So it's net asset value is 2076, so we're overvalued according to that if you look at that. But wow, phenomenal. So all right, TLTW. Let's go into TLTW here. So this one was down 23 cents today, up 18 cents in the after hours. Year-to-date total return 8.39%. And if I'm not mistaken, I looked at this and it paid like a record dividend last quarter or last month. So we'll look at that in just a second here. Okay, so historical data, dividends. Let's see. Historical data, dividends only. Don't know why it does that with options. All right, come on. Historical data, dividends. Okay. Oh, May was 53 cents, down from the 65 cents in April. So we had two pretty solid dividend payouts. Let me add these together real quick to get our year to date here. Did any of you miss the spreadsheet? I just thought of the spreadsheet. I haven't gone to the spreadsheet in a while, but you notice I've stopped doing that. I'm just doing it on the calculator. 487.517. 0.464, 0.309, 0.648, 0.531. Okay, so we've got 9 months of sample data. Enough for a dividend baby there. All right, so this divided by 9 times 12, we average 53 cents a month. $6.36 divided by 32.97. is about 20%. So it's paying about a 20% dividend for $32.97. Well, so if you're going to buy this for, who was it asking? Damon Riddell. If you're going to buy this, I think you can have better value. Hold on a second. If you're going to buy this, you could have better value in SVOL, basically. So let's see. And you don't need to take my word for it. Paul Varden told you don't buy it. So there you go. You have your verdict right there. He says you have enough. So there's your answer. You don't need my answer, right? Looks like a cost chart, like Costco. The engineer guy's article on TSOY is in Seeking Alpha. Well, he told me yesterday it was kind of redundant. So I read it like word for word last time, but well, I guess I could pull it up. I wish I had more NVDY. Yeah, right now, don't we all? If only I was just following these copy traders, that are perfect. I would already just be in everything perfect anyway and not even have to worry about it, right? Let's see. It is a set it and forget it NVDY. Somewhat doubtful. Or you get the depreciation over time if you don't reinvest some like QYLD. Yeah, true. At $32.97 per share, what's with these commas instead of decimal points? Is this like a fat-fingered moment here? The 53 dividend. Oh, so you calculated the same thing I did, basically. So we came to the same result. 19.33% yield annually, which is very close to SVOL. So SVOL is cheaper, so you could get more bang for the buck with SVOL, right? AMZY, I hope, is amazing when it comes. The next one to hit the market soon. What do you think, a month away? We're going to have a lot of good ones in this one. And I keep saying this, but I'm going to reach out to Jay. I'm going to try to respond to those emails tonight if I can. Oh, this is funny. French Canadian. Sorry for. Oh, is that how you punctuate? I mean, your ethnicity doesn't, have anything to do with that. I wouldn't think, unless, I guess it's like the European style, more or less. So, no big deal. I'm just, teasing you. He types it right. Yeah, according to you. Calgary. Yeah. Lots of Canadian fans on here, you know? It's cool. So, okay, so TLTW, like I say, I think you'd have more bang for the buck. Oh, see, you know both. French, interesting. That just, my OCD kind of kicks in when I see the comma versus the period, because I'm used to the US way. But that's just me, you know? Not saying my way's perfect. Okay. So TLTW covered that one. Let's look at SVOL and then continue to lament away about selling out of Nvidia too soon, maybe. Oh yeah, this is like the British way. Sometimes I do that just to sound more sophisticated. I'll put a U in some of these words if I write something just to sound more sophisticated sometimes, because sometimes the British way does sound a bit more sophisticated. So yeah, and that one too. Okay, all right. SVOL is next on deck. Well, according to you, it's the right way, but I sometimes I do it that way. Sometimes I do. Has been known to happen. All right, now, without further ado, SVOL. SVOL. Okay, so you all will see my point here in just a second. So this is like $10 less, and you're getting basically an 18% dividend. So you're only sacrificing 1% in the dividend, paying $10 less per share. So that's my point. You know, more bang for the buck, so to speak, or the pound if you're in England, or even the euro if you're in France. What was France's currency before the euro? Good trivia question. I think we lost our trivia guy. He hasn't been on anymore. So oh well. The rest of us can do the trivia. How is OARK doing? Oh, wait a second. Let me just look at SVOL here for the past month or so. We've held pretty stable, really pretty stable. $22 a share, dropped all the way down to 21.45. So not much fluctuation in that, truly. OARK. Let's look here for a second. It's 1561, as you can see there. It's going to be tough to top the entertainment that we had yesterday, but I'll try. I'll try my best. You never know what will pop up during the live stream. I really want to get one of these copy trades people on here. So, all right, let's see. 1561. We're up a whole cent in the after hours. 4.18% year-to-date return. Coffee time. All of these funds have a 0.99% expense ratio. So, yeah, like I said, this is probably my third cup of coffee today. What do you all think? Should I put a little umbrella in the coffee? I have one of these like that you put in a drink. Should I put a little umbrella in my coffee? Would that be cool? Maybe if I put some liquor or something in it. But I won't do that, you know, not on this live stream. Anyway, okay. So really, this one's our longest tenured YieldMax fund. We're still down almost $5. We peaked at 2057, so we're down like $5 from the peak. Let's look at our last dividend here. Let's see what we got here. Dividends only. So we were up 0.71 in the after hours. Oh, May 5th. Our lowest one yet. That one's crashing and burning, it seems like. Oh, Aptly. We got to pull up Aptly, right? See how that one's doing. Let's see. All right, you got lots of Tesla. Good for you. Oh, you're right. It was the francs. Yeah, that was the French. 404. Oh, you added the decimal point instead of the comma now. 404.80 for you. 2,000 shares. Good for you. So you loaded up. You scooped up at a cheap price. 1265 SVL shares. Yeah, good for you. I'm going in reverse order here. It's a 746.56 payment of dividend last month for you. That's great. It's really good. That pays a lot of bills, right? CES, c'est la vie, right? Chestbo and this. Oh, you got me reading another language here. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, the franc. You're right. The franc was, and I'm going in reverse order here. That used to be the French currency, right, before the euro. So yeah, good trivia there. That's cool that some of our younger folks know that information. Crazy. 2,333 shares of SVOL. Maybe I'll just buy more. Yeah, I think that that would be good. That seems like I said, it's cheaper. Yeah. Let's see. Lots of Canadian fans. I like it. More are always welcome. Buddy Will was from there. Oh, Ontario. Oh, Glenn Skirka is back. Belleville, Ontario. I think you forgot the R. Ontario. Okay, so we're caught up there. Kind of going in reverse order here. Now let me see if I can go back to, let's see. 640 was 861. Is that before the dividends dropped? I wonder how much this American knows about Canada. Probably more than you think, really. Because the funny thing, I seem to get along with people from different areas. I don't necessarily get along with people from my hometown as well as you would think, but I bond with a lot of like upstate New Yorkers, people from the Northeast, people from Canada, people from different parts of the country, but not always people from my hometown necessarily. It's kind of weird. So yeah, all right, or not so weird, depending on perspective. Thanks. My portfolio generates about 18,000 per month in dividends and 16,000 in option premiums. That's awesome. You'll have to show us we'll have to maybe do a live stream and go into your portfolio one day because it sounds like you're really kicking butt. Took a while to build up, but now compound is really kicking in. That's the hard part. Just like my first 401k, it takes a long time to really. You got to build up. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. It doesn't happen overnight, but once you build a nest egg, the compounding really starts to take effect. Because once you get like a few 100,000 in an account and you're doing 20 or 30% a year, it starts to get nice. It starts to get to the point you don't really need to work so much anymore. But those taxes really get you. All in good fun. Knew this was coming. Little shade here. I know a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup in 30 years. Yeah. And it's a bummer. I can understand how they feel because hockey's kind of a cold weather sport. And right now we've got all these warm weather teams winning it. So it's kind of frustrating. It would be like, I don't know, what's a hot weather sport? Highlight or something. It would be like if cold weather teams won, a hot weather sport or something. Oh, we have a new fan, Miles World. He corrected spelling of Ontario. That's good. Well, I'm glad you're keeping track. Keep track of all the spelling errors and let me know who corrects them because sometimes I have a hard time following all the comments. Listen to all the mispronunciations. Good on him. What mispronunciations? What are you talking about? Oh, I see he corrected here below you. He said ops. Oops, ops. Can't help it. My OCD, I was in the spelling bee in grade school. Door gunner, Lowell, and Toronto Maple Leafs since 1967. I will tell you, being a Lightning fan, I was hoping they would go further because the team that beats you, you want to at least make it look legit. That, okay, this was a good team. They beat us, they advanced, but they got smoked in the second round. So at least they won a second round game, so we don't have to have that stat shoved down our throats for the next, many years. Okay, I think I missed some comments here, but let's see. Before, oh, we got trivia. Okay, so we have replaced the trivia person. Good deal. How many land country borders does Canada have? That's probably a trick question. Well, I know one. I know it has the U.S. border. And I'm gonna say Greenland too, because there's a lot of islands up north, and I would almost say Russia. Well, Alaska is part of the United States, but And then you've got like the North Pole. Is there any other country up there? But I would say Greenland. I would say at least two. I know it's more than one. Okay, let's see here. So Apple and Nvidia are great for now. You're up 0.6. I mean 6.34% in NVDY. Um, hmm, I think it's like 7% at this point after today. All in good fun. And I'm sure Mr. Varden here will give us the answer to this question here down below. Okay, we got that. Skirka, Door Gunner, in 1967. Well, probably a lot of us were not alive when that happened. Lols, yeah, Toronto. My cousin's best friend plays for the Leafs. Oh, who is it? You have to tell us who it is. Like starter or a backup or like what position? That's cool. That's cool to have that. So are you Canadian also, Door Gunner? Wow, that's an amazing amount. Lols, but Canadians are always on the winning team, so guess it's same. Well, hockey, it's funny you say that because like you have a lot of Russians, you have a lot of Eastern Europeans. So and Canadians too, of course, because it's a cold weather sport. So even the warm weather teams are going to have a lot of Canadians. So that is a good silver lining for you. Good way to look at it. Nice dividend income there, Damon Rydell. I agree. Let's see here. Pretty well. In Canada, do you still need to ask for ice in your cup when you get a drink? Do they still sell milk in a bag? Well, those are things I'm not familiar with. I've been to Canada at Epcot. That's cool. Pretty expensive, the restaurant, the steakhouse they have there. But they have some really good poutine there. I will tell you one thing I've noticed about Canadians. They're usually very polite people, tend to be misunderstood because a lot of us Americans, we can be kind of obnoxious and misunderstand. Like I actually had a Canadian professor for my master's program, and he was uh, I really liked him, but some of the students kind of made fun of him being Canadian. But I thought he was like a really nice guy, actually, really polite and whatnot, and had like an issue with the group I was in, and I think he understood. He understood me. Like I felt like we kind of had an understanding. So I like Canadians. Long story short, um, yeah, Tampa Bay. That's why I root for the Tampa Bay teams. It's not by random coincidence. Okay. Miles World. Well, welcome to the group here, Miles World. Hope you subscribed to the channel. Let's see if the count went up. Let's see. No, we're still at 1585. So subscribe if you haven't already, because I haven't seen you on here before. I mean, Americans often say Ontario wrong. It was on a few American talk shows recently, including Tucker on Fox before he was removed. Well, you don't have to worry about seeing him anymore, whether you agree or disagree with that decision. It is funny though. Only a network like Fox gets rid of their highest rated anchors. Yes, I just bought some milk. Well, that's good. With inflation is coming down on the milk and the eggs and stuff like that. What's this, Denmark? I don't get the joke there. It is two, as of this year, 2 land crossings. Oh, I was right. How about that? Oh, because I'm going to say Denmark owns Greenland, right? It's funny because I think Trump actually wanted to buy Greenland from them. That was talked about. What does this mean? Neil Akari, what is this? Oh, that's the hockey player? Interesting, okay. Well, thanks for the name. Plays center. So I won't pretend to know a lot about hockey. Like I go to hockey games and stuff, but sometimes I'm not always familiar with what's going on. And I will tell you, Maple Leafs fans, your jerseys are so similar to the Lightning. Sometimes after a drink or two, I could accidentally be caught rooting for the wrong team because the jerseys look almost identical. So that's kind of crazy. We need the jerseys to be at least a little bit different colors, But anyway, neither team's in the finals or the semifinals. So we do have one Florida team, man, who I'm not a huge fan of, but I guess they're representing the state. Okay. Grew up in Rhode Island, but live in Citrus County, Florida. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Yeah, we get a lot of people from the Northeast and Florida. He's awesome. He's talking about me, of course. Hope we keep him. Oh, you mean the player? I thought you were talking about. I just assumed you were talking about me because that goes without saying that I'm awesome. Uh, Noel Akari, he plays center. I like Ontario, fun place. Yeah, I've seen it on a map. I like it too. Yeah, I did before a few days ago. I haven't been chatting, but I've been watching. Oh, that's good. You've been a silent subscriber. Well, if you think about it, the majority of you are silent subscribers because there's only like 20 or 30 of you that participate on this. Uh-oh. Okay. Nice. Yes, I did. I have been here last week or so just typing. I don't know if I saw any of your comments yet, and I'm not sure how to take this one. Someone understands me. I thought you all understood me. I'm not sure how to take that there, Glenn Skirka. Mike Lurka received $500 last month and $300 this month from TSLY. It would have taken SCHG 3 years to return that amount, so I sold it. Yeah, I agree. A lot of you are hung up on the total return with SCHD, but I'm not a big fan of that one because I mean the dividend that it pays, it's very average, but total return is not great. Crazy. TSLY, one of the options close to closing. Oh yeah, we'll have to look at that. I need to pull up TSLY next. Before I do that though, I just need to do something over here. And let's see. Oh, let me go back here. Hey, surprisingly, we haven't got any noisy ads from Yahoo yet. I don't want to jinx it. TSLY. SLY. Let me see. Oh, I probably don't know this answer. Let's see here. I'm trying to fall in love with Clip, but it just keeps falling until you fall for it. What are the thoughts on this from the Brain Trust? Well, I don't know. Some of you say you can't understand. Some of you say you're surprised that someone understands me. So I hope most of you understand me. I'll take that as a compliment. Brain Trust. I think I did a video on Clip the other day, and I think my opinion that I gave, basically, if I remember correctly, what I said almost verbatim was basically for every dollar dividend that's getting paid, it's losing a dollar. So you're just basically getting back your principal, basically. More trivia. Which team did Wayne Gretzky score his first professional goal against? I honestly have no idea. Was it the Maple Leafs? Not sure. You'll have to tell us. I am considering picking up a small position in Clip. Well, good for you. I don't know why, but risky play, I think, so going small. TSL wise, implied volatility has been at historic low, so the dividend will go up in the coming months. Well, Engineer Blake explained that really well in his article. Not yet for me, keeps falling. Toronto Toros. Is that like a minor league team or something? Oh, here's TSLY on the screen. That's a sign I should talk about it, right? So, YieldMax Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF, 1404, up 14 cents. Lots of 14s there. 1.01%. And the after hours, 1437, up 33 cents or 2.35%. Let me see here. Edmonton Oilers. Oh, that was going to be my guess. That was like my first guess. As a member of the Indy Racers, I wouldn't have even known that either. That's funny. Minnesota Fighting Saints. We're just making up teams now. That's funny. So, all right. Tesla, TSLY. What should we make of this one at this point? Well, it is coming back. I mean, it's back over $14 a share. It is, I mean, $14.37. It's almost back to where I bought it. So that's good. 24.24% year-to-date total return. Really good. It's been around as long as, basically as long as the OARK, right? So now let's do this. Let's go to YieldMax and let's look at some of the options that it's in. Okay, what is it saying? Ooh, down to 38.07%. OARK is 28.31. And we've got three more. See, it's showing MZ, Amazon, AMZY, coming soon. Coming soon to a brokerage account near you, right? Okay, so let's look at TSLY. 30-day SEC yield, 4.14%. Oh, there's another 14. How about that? Let's see. Huh. Okay. If you say so. Yes, MZ is coming very soon. Don't we all miss the days when Amazon, before the split, when it was just running up and up and up? It was like a really phenomenal stock. One day I'll show the call option example, the $500,000 call option example during the pandemic. All right, 38.07% in TSLY. Let's look at the options real quick here. So let's see. Where was this? Click on the fund, right? Okay, net asset value 1388 versus the S&P holdings. So if the option's expiring, they'll be replacing it pretty soon. What I see June 16th. I see a June 16th $205 strike price, 165 and 205 put. Oh, this one, May 23rd. You're right. This one is expiring soon. So they'll be having to rebalance those positions, I would presume. So, all right. What else do we want to talk about here? Oh God, don't remind me. Honestly, the beginning of the year was really a great time to buy a lot of these. They really started coming back. Like I think December, late December, Amazon bottomed out. Amazon, Nvidia, Meta, all these tech stocks are starting to recover. It seems like implied volatility is down across the board. Doesn't matter where you put your money. Maybe. I plan to try and get 100 shares of all the YieldMax funds to start, see how they perform for a year or so, and decide if I want to get more. Okay, that sounds good. Not sure if that will get you retired overnight, but it's a start. Wow, have we already been going for 33 minutes? Time flies when you're having fun. Oh God, Danaher. Don't remind me of that one either. That one backfired on me this time. I kept saying, it performs well. We're getting into the time, so I got in early, foolishly, I guess. I should have waited till late May, because we're getting. If you look at the last like 3 years, we're getting to the time that it starts to really go up, like from May to September. That's like the prime season, the summer, basically. So hopefully, it will recover. That's what I'm hoping. And let's see. Yeah, I know backfired on you too, because I think you followed what I was saying, which wasn't advice. TSLY is the better buy of all the YieldMax funds. Okay, if you say so. Why do you think so? Because you implied volatility? All right. Well, yeah, I'm holding mine. I think I'm down in the red for my options trades this year, because these last couple months haven't been too good for options trading for me anyway. Sold out of Nvidia, and I would have been better off just keeping the money in Nvidia, of course. Berkshire, yeah, we're all waiting on that one. Let's see. DHR. God, we're down to 226. Well, at least it's not. What is it? Icon Enterprises. God, we've lost like $30 a share in this. I bought more options in Danaher once it went down. I may just try to pare it down, because I do, and I'm not saying to follow what I'm doing, because I may actually not know what I'm doing. But I may, just for me, because I'm kind of a risk taker, I may pare down some more and buy like 5 more contracts, because I do think that it is going to come back. What's the most volatile stock out there? Is it Tesla? Just guessing, since we got a lot of trivia tonight. Okay, what else? I wish we could have some fun with some copy trades, people. That lady keeps on chatting me up, by the way. It's funny because I asked her because I tried to call her on yesterday's live stream. I wanted to just get her on and have her talk about her copy trades platform, but she says she can't make a call because she's at home all the time. And I said, well, just get out of the house. She said she's not working, I guess, or working from home, so she's home all the time, so she can't make a call. These people really, I have to say, they come up with some really dumb excuses. Another one today that was trying to, do copy trades or sell me copy trades said, said basically, oh, I need you to sign up first before I come on your live stream. And I said, no, 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 I'm not doing that again. I fell for that with those iBoomerang people. Um, I said, no, you come on the live stream first, and then I will consider signing up. And then he just went into, a rant. Oh, no, we can't do that, and this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, if you can't come on the live stream, I'm not signing up for your product, bottom line. So these people, the excuses these people come up with, it's like they might as well say the dog ate my homework or something. It's just stupid. I think the YieldMax coin fund could get crazy once the bull run for crypto ramps up in 2024, 2025. Oh, was that you telling me that basically when Bitcoin halves, that all the um, crypto is going to like run up? One of you was telling me that, and it sounded like a very, very plausible theory. I think the Coinbase stock will go crazy with it. Maybe. I'm glad I didn't participate in that IPO. Yeah, it would be interesting for sure. Tesla is the most volatile large cap stock. That's why it's the better buy. Yeah, that's what I thought. While YTSL is 18.35% dividend yield. Really? How about that? Good stuff. Is YTSL more consistent than TSLY? Oops, TSLY. Oh, you're just misspelling stuff left and right. Where's that person who's supposed to be keeping track of all the spelling on here? Miles World. You're supposed to keep track of all the spelling on here. I bought YTSL in my, oh, look at that, Selly with the E with the accent mark, and TFSA and TSLY and my, I don't know what these are. My rear, RRSP. I don't know what those are. You'll have to explain those to us. Anyway, well, we got more of you joining here. So what else can we get into here? Guesses as far as the next TSLY dividend? Do you think it's going to be higher? Well, it can't possibly be lower, right? French, English? Yeah, but were these like account types or what? CE. Oh, there's like French tickers. Is that the case? That's interesting. TFSA, Terra Income Fund. Okay. What's this other YTSO? Tesla Yield Shares Purpose. Oh, that's Canadian. Okay. There you are, Miles World. You're supposed to be keeping track of all these spelling errors on here for me. TFSA, tax-free savings accounts. Oh, okay, for Canadians. RRSP, retirement accounts for Canadians. Must be too many of us on this channel today. Hey, that's okay. The Canadian takeover. It's fine. The more of you, the better. Yep, it's like Roth IRA and Canadian. Oh, very cool. Very cool. So what should we talk some Canadian stuff? Um, what do I know? Well, what's cool at hockey games. I like how when the Canadian teams are playing, they do both national anthems. They do the U.S. anthem and the Canadian one, which you guys do have a really cool anthem, I have to say. Oh, look here, Big Lance showed up, staying for the humor. When is Apple having the first dividend? Also, do we expect it to drop like the others? It could, but Nvidia, the NVDYs, is looking hot right now. He needs to make Canadian investing suggestions. Maybe, yeah, because I don't know a lot about Canadian funds. Apple will drop once it pays. Well, really, all dividend stocks drop once they pay, right? It's like the ex-dividend date. Yeah, don't you forget where we Scottish now? Don't you forget the dividend tax credit? I'm craving poutine now. Sweet. They had really good poutine at Epcot, one of the Disney parks that has all the countries. At the Canada in Canada and Epcot, they had really good Really good poutine, I will say. Aptly will set its dividend in June, probably because it's too new. Yeah, that's probably. Oh, I thought you were doing like a Scottish accent there, Glenn. Lobster poutine. Ooh, that sounds really good. Okay, do we have a translation here from Miles? He is explaining the reasons why some accounts should go in which account. We will get taxed very unfavorably in a taxable account as Canadians. Really? I was starting to think your tax system was more fair than ours. Poutine is a Quebec, or is it Quebec invention? I thought it was like all of Canada. It's just one province. So next dividend cycle for Aptly. Have we gotten our first one yet? I think it's going to be in June. You know, it's funny. When I was in like sixth grade, we went to a international fair, and I remember when I went to the Canadian booth, I expected them to speak English, but this lady was speaking French, and that's when I learned, oh, they speak French in Quebec. Because I was like, why is this person from Canada speaking another language? And that's how I learned, that there was like French Canadian and whatnot. So yeah, heavy and HYLD. I don't know about those YLD funds. Those seem like so last year or so in the past. TFSA, if you hold American, they keep 15% profit off the top. Those darn Americans. RRSP is a tax deferred account. Okay. When we purchase an American stock, just one American stock, like one individual Americans, we are taxed an additional 15% withholding taxes. Really? That's unfortunate. I suspect USA has the same thing depending on what account it's in. Yeah, we have a lot of tax ramifications here. Aptly Dive should be announced around June 10th. Well, I hope it doesn't dive. I hope it shoots up. Oh, Eat More Beans showed up. First dividend for Aptly and Nvidia will have 6 weeks of call writing, will be exaggerated. Well, that's why the first one's always the biggest one, right? As non-US resident, we have a 15% tax on US dividend in our TFSA, but not in our RRSP. I hate taxes on dividends, honestly. Well, I hate taxes in general, but especially on dividends. Because what I do, like when I reinvest dividends and I don't touch the money, it's really annoying because, like, well, I have to come up with money to pay tax on something I didn't even touch, which is stupid. If you reinvest it, there should be a way to not have to pay tax on it. Yeah, but I got the 15% back on my taxes. Okay, well, you seem like you know what you're doing. Thanks, Demion, for June 15th payment. Yeah, I would think it's coming around June 15th. So, all right, let's see here. I'm stuck on this YieldMax screen. What else do we want to go into here? Um, hmm. What else do we want to talk about? Should I go for the full hour? I'm at 43 minutes now. Oh, the debt ceiling. Oh, look here. I think this guy's article popped up here. I'm assuming this is it. TSLY is currently converting volatility into a 39.69% annual yield. I think that's Engineer Blake's article, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I set a login for Seeking Alpha, which I've already forgotten. Let me see if I can get on here. I have such a long email here. Let's see. How's that inverse Kramer fund doing? 2 hour stream. I went over 2 hours yesterday. I can't do that every day. I do have other things to do still. Now, if this channel made a lot of money, it might be a different story. PFF 1 hour stream. Well, we can at least go an hour. I think holding it in a taxable account is going to be a nightmare for Canadians. Good luck to those of us that hold it there. It could have a lot of ... suspense. I guess there's a part 2. Do you look for CLIP, the Crane Shares Covered Call ETF? I did a video on it a couple days ago. So check that out if you haven't already. I know I've been slacking. I need to start linking 2 videos at the end like I used to. Ah, darn it. My Seeking Alpha password's wrong, of course. Because you know what I do? I set like a login and then I forget it. Zim. Zim is a PIA because of the extra 25% tax to Israel. Yeah, but I mean, Zim is, it pays a great dividend. And I think it's due for a run up, right? Zim. 1788, 96.2% forward projected dividend. I hold TSLY and RRSP. I hold it in my registered account. I didn't know there was all these different account names in Canada. Nice. A lot of ramifications. I don't look forward to it, but who does? It holds a lot of complicated taxable components. Complicated taxable components. Yeah, those aren't fun, are they? Huh. All right. What else here? What else? I see some of you starting to drop off. Um, hmm. What else is going on? What else can we talk about? When you file your tax return, you get it back. Oh, really? So what is it like? You pay it in advance? It's like a tax advance. Is that how it works? Oh, the Panthers are in overtime. Wait a second. This doesn't make sense. We had to have a result. How is that? ESPN must not have refreshed. It says 2-2, 2-2, end of overtime. Well, that can't end like that. I mean, it's playoffs. You have to have a result. Okay, let's see. In a cash account, you mean? Um, Only if you hold it in a taxable account. If you hold in TFSA, you can't have a return. Yeah, you guys are over my head now. No, you don't get it back. You're confusing 15% withholding taxes. Always, anyways, be careful. You will not be getting the taxes back you pay on it. Well, that's a bummer. I do hold it in a taxable account. Oh, okay. Second overtime coming up. That makes sense. I guess ESPN's kind of slow. Anyway, all right. What else? I think we've hammered it home pretty good here. Should I go into some copy trade chats? Should I try to call any copy traders? I want to get at least one of these people on one day. I said what the one lady said. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very hot blooded. I don't know why I'm standing here, and I guess I could have a little cooler. And I come from the gym before I start these, so I'm kind of like very moving around a lot. Lot of high energy, so to speak. Cash account, unregistered account, taxable account. The taxable components, you are going to be in trouble. Be careful. Well, that about sums it up, right? Yeah. Well, because I'm here, You have yours and RRSP. Okay. Um, Crypto trading. I don't know how these people claim. If you think about how much crypto was down over the past year or so, I don't know how these people legitimately claim that they can make money when the crypto's down. And they say, "Oh, copy me. I have just the inside scoop. I know just what to do to beat the market." But you look at when Bitcoin was tanking, you know. Yeah, very high energy. Exactly. See, we're same page, right? Hyperhidrosis. Now, see, you start using these big medical terms. I'm a financial person. You start using these big medical terms, and I know hyper means like above, right? So, all right, yeah, let's go talk about crypto. Well, I'll say what I know about crypto. USA and Canada have a tax agreement. You can't pay taxes in both countries. You just write off the 15% as a tax credit. Yeah, but how do they know? How do they know? Um, okay, yeah, crypto copy trades. You know what's funny? If any of you are on Facebook, you join like these financial groups, and these people they just sit there, and it's like if you like a post, they find you, and then they say, "Oh, I think we have common interests." They start private messaging you, and that's where all these people come from. They just they scour Facebook, and they find you liked a post, so that means you have common interests on a financial forum. Yes, I got it. You are good. I'm referring to the other Canadian saying you will get taxes back. I am not referring to the 15% taxable parts. That's why I need to get that Discord going, right? All right. Well, we kicked it around pretty good today. I think I'm about done. Good session. Let's see here. Next thing to find. Yeah, you guys do your tax research and stuff like that and come back with a verdict, I guess. Let's see. How much in principal does one need with these high dividend stocks to say to earn 10K in dividends a month? Well, that's an easy question. So you just take your 10,000 that you want to earn and divide it by the dividend yield, right? So let's see if, like SVOL, for example, paying 18%. So if you want 10,000 divided by 18, you need 55,000 invested um, to get 10,000. Oh, you want 10,000 per month. So 10,000 per month would be 120,000 per year divided by 18. So you would need a lot of sixes. I don't know if you want that number. You want to just go for 700,000. I don't know if that was a trick question or not. Or stock. I hope that person doesn't misunderstand and think it's just 15% and then getting it back. Wow, you're really hung up on that, aren't you? It's not. They are in trouble. 555 invested. Hold on a second here. That would be 100,000. Oh, if you just want an even number, I guess. So you want to take less than 10,000. I honestly think even 5,000 is a good number per month. Like if you start to, if you own everything, if you don't have like a mortgage and stuff like that, you own your cars, you don't have a lot of debt, you can live on less money. Yes, I am hung up on it. Misinformation is the worst. I agree. That's why you're on here, to correct spelling errors and misinformation. That's your assignment on this channel. You're like the new point person for that. Because I need one of you all to do that, because it's hard to self moderate the comments. Oh, good. We have our word of the day here. Hyperhidrosis, a condition in which a person produces much more sweat, a salty liquid pass through the skin than normal. Drink water. Well, there's water in this, the coffee. But I think you're right. I do sweat more than the average person, especially when I've been overweight. I sweat more, but I still do. I do sweat a lot, so I probably have that. I'm going to self-diagnose. Or 300,000 of TSLY. Well, if the dividend gets back to what it was, right? For sure. You missed out on Trump discussion last night. Oh yeah, we had a really good. We got into politics and stuff because Andre likes to get into controversial topics. Sometimes I agree with a lot of what he says, but sometimes I think he's going to lose me some of my subscribers. Actually, the count dropped a little bit after yesterday. But yeah, we had fun. That Trump town hall was definitely interesting. If we get into that again, you all might have me going another hour. But yeah, he's definitely a funny guy, for sure. And you said cheers. I'm like you. What, on the sweating or what? What it is, some of these stocks, like I look at some of these returns and I look at some of Jim Cramer's recommendations, and it legitimately makes me sweat. Like when he said buy Bear Stearns and it went bankrupt. When I think of things like that, but we had a person on here that hasn't been on in a while, but he was like the biggest Jim Cramer fan. I was like, geez, just go on his show and hop over the desk and join him on set or something. Um, all right. Well, do we want to get into anything interesting? Um, let's see. I haven't been following a lot of news lately. But yeah, we had a very entertaining discussion yesterday for sure. Got ghosted by a Forex trader. Then had all these idiot copy trades people on. Tried to call a couple of them, and then they ignored me. And then one lady started flirting with me, and she's still talking to me, but she says she can't leave her house. I guess she's on house arrest by her husband or whatever. So that's not cool. So I don't know how you can sell someone copy trades and be on house arrest at the same time. But these people are something else. They come up with anything they can. They might as well, like I said, they might as well just say the dog ate my homework. Their excuses are that bad. So can you actually make money in Forex consistently? Well, there's a lot of people that claim you can, and there's a lot of people selling courses and whatnot. Now, Andre has trading bots. If you actually look at his channel, you can follow some of the trading bots. But I will say, like, the bots don't do what I would do. Like a human being and a robot are never going to be one and the same. So thoughts on gold? It could be a golden opportunity. I'll say goodnight to you, buddy. Have inspection report to write. See you another time. It would be cool to have you on talking about all your experiences as a home inspector. Silver. Oh, later. Yeah, later. Take care. Um, yeah, I think gold and silver. Now, wait a second. I thought we were speaking French, but this is Italian, isn't it? You got me confused with these different languages and stuff. So, well, it's all European, isn't it? But I thought we were in Canada. So yeah, gold and silver. Yeah, I think we could have a run up in both. Oh, look who showed up. The engineer showed up. Something like 90% of traders are not profitable. Most people are not willing to put in the work to become good at it. I agree, but they're willing to put in the work to sell a course on it, you know? So, I mean, what's this? Well, trust him. Is that German? Anyway, I almost pulled up your article, but I remember you saying yesterday that it was kind of like redundant. And I tried to sign into Seeking Alpha, and I've already forgotten my password again. So we were kind of SOL for that. Not SVOL, but SOL. But I don't think you'll beat SOL if you're in SVOL. Yeah, I'll skim over it once I figure out how to sign back on to Seeking Alpha. Oh, Dutch. Well, it's like a technicality. To me, Dutch is almost German anyway. So, okay. What else here? What else? Uh, 200,000 of clip. Doubtful on that one. Very, very doubtful on that one. Well, he read your article. Let me see. Let me see if I just Google it. Was it the one? I think it came up in my news feed actually. Let me search here. Seeking Alpha. Um, I saw your last one here. Let's see. Oh, from 2 days ago, right? Now the good news, Tesla or TSLY is coming back. This is it here. I think TSLY is currently converting volatility into a 39.69% annual yield. There you are. Yeah, by Blake, May 17th. So 2 days ago. So I see it there. Can't say YieldMax. Great question. Best monthly payer to invest in. That's a tough one to narrow it down to one. What would you say? Well, I guess let me share this real quick while we're at it. TSLY ETF. This is what we have before the paywall came up. I'm not paying for this. I'm too cheap. I thought I could see the article for free. JPQ been doing good. Oh, I haven't followed. I think I got out of it to get into TSLY. That might have been dumb, actually. But I was up like 12%, I think. So, how is Tesla doing, actually? I'm up on that by a grand or more. Oh, good. You can retire soon, right? A grand is good. I mean, I know you're not going to be able to retire, but it's good. It's fun to make gains trading. HYGW is solid. Oh, that's another one like the TLTW. HYGW. I think that's the one that paid out a record dividend, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know though. That one's down like only 2%, I guess, for the year. Corporate debt one. It's one of them. It's one of them. 35.64 is what it's trading for. So that's good. Can't say yield max. Oh, there must be. He can't say yield max in the article, I guess. Let's see. Tesla 176. It's come back. It's been coming back. If we look, $23. San Juan Trust. What's the ticker there? I think that came up in the that came up in a one or two live streams ago. So let's see. Apple. Oh, did we look at Apple? So Apple and Tesla are trading at almost the same price, which is interesting. Let me go back to Yahoo Finance, everyone's favorite here. Let's see. So Apple, I may go another minute or two here. Oh, Disney and DeSantis are feuding again. Well, I guess Disney's kind of like fighting back, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All right. Let's see. Apple. I want to look up Apple real quick and then probably call it a night. Let's see here. So, come on. Aptly is 21.22. It's up 21.25, up 3 cents in the after hours. And let's see. We've been doing pretty good in it from where we started. It's about a month old. Actually, as of today, it's a month old. So we're up $2, or well, basically $1 in a month. So that's where we are with APLY. SJT ticker, I think. SJT. I agree. It's not really a full stream until we get a noisy ad, right? And Angel gets its wings. I'm not sure what that reference is, but hey, I guess we avoided a noisy ad on Yahoo today, so that's good. Yeah, I know. I'm just too lazy, I guess, to get around it at the moment. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm probably gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna sign off there. There's Aptly, a month old officially. So happy 1 month to the Aptly. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, what do we have? Yes, there is sites to get around them. Well, you'll all have to tell me. I have Florida brain here, so you'll all have to help me, coach me on that. But anyway, all right. Any last minute comments? Oh, engineer. Oh, you said thanks. Thanks. Bye. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I only recently started researching high yield dividend stocks and ETFs, so I'm not the best one to ask. But you probably know your stuff better than a lot of people, even though you just started. So good job on the articles. SCHD, JEPI, JPQ all look appealing. Everyone loves SCHD, but I get the whole total return thing, but it's just a really low dividend for me. Anyway, all right, everyone. Went over an hour. Thanks again. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the flip side. Take care.